All right, we got 4 rack packs to go. We're gonna do 2 more in this video and 2 more in the next. Outside the first rack pack, we haven't got much. We did get another Lawrence Taylor rookie. It's a little bit off center. We got a Joe Montana that's off center, and it's also got that fisheye, that famous fisheye from the '80s.
That actually adds value.
But the first pack we got, yeah, some good ones. So. Not too bad. We'll open up these ones. Like I said in the other videos, it does take us a while to open. So by now, if you've seen any of them, you know you can just probably fast forward a couple minutes to skip this part because it is not easy to open these. So there's
No, I'm gonna slice them in. Maybe just
one. Yeah,
slice them.
That's good. Oh, come on. That's
good?
as close as you could get. That's interesting. There's 2 finally. There's 3. All right, bear with me. 3 more to go. One. Still connected. All right, 2. Last one. Let's hope the reason that these are hard to open because good cards are hiding away. All right, stack 1, stack 2, stack 3. All right, we got a punting leaders. We got a David Hughes. We got a Walter Payton in action. That's got very good centering.
Yeah, that's nice.
Not bad. There's I don't see any blemishes on that card. It's a pretty good start.
Yeah, that looks flawless.
All right, we got a Eric Hipple, Stump Mitchell, Dan Hampton, Johnny Lamb Jones, Mike Barber, Earl Cooper, Lynn Dickey, Bills, Dan Alexander, Pat Donovan, I don't have that one yet, Roynell Young, Leroy Irving, Bob Swenson, Neil Lomax, R.C. Thielemann, Mark Mullaney, another Walter Payton in action. What? Another one that's pretty good centering. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
No blemishes on that one either. Put that one right over there. We got an Eric Hipple again. I think that was the card that came after it the last time. So yeah, some people do say these are heavily sequenced, but I don't know the sequence, so it doesn't help me out. Ron Springs, Doug France, Johnny Lamb Jones, Mike Barber, Doug Wilkerson, Robert Jackson, Tim Wilson, Doug Williams, Louis Kelcher, Pat Donovan, Andy Johnson, John Matuzak, and Derland Moore. So not a bad start in that first stack. 2 well-centered. I'm looking at it with the light shining on it.
I can't believe how
don't really see many blemishes.
Centered those are.
Going to stack 2. Harlan Huckleby, Tony Franklin, got the interception leader, William Gay, Doug Cosby, Randy Grandshear, Earl Cooper, Lynn Dickey, lots of Lynn Dickey, Chuck Ramsey, Giants, Matt Blair, Ed Murray, another Roynell Young, Bill Neal, others. Don Warren, another Joe Delaney. Got Steve Watson in action. Toussaint Tyler, scoring leaders. David Purefoy, Sam White, Dave Waymer, Bill Courier, Chuck Muncie, Joe Theismann, Frank Lewis, Jim Zorn, Alfred Jenkins, Ted Brown, Pete Johnson, and a Randy White. So not much in that stack. So good first stack, not so good second stack. All right, last stack. We got Leroy Irvin. There we go. Walter Payton, a little bit better centering.
Nice.
Not the best, but definitely better than the first one we got. Not bad. All right. Lots of Walter Payton in this one. Dave Preston, Robin Earl, Stan White, checklist, Ray Guy, Curtis Brown, another checklist, Greg Stemrick, Billy Campfield, Jimmy Salfo, Tony Kramer, Jim Breach, we got Football Brothers, John Newton, Bruce Laird, Wes Chandler, Charlie Joyner, August Ferguson, Stump Mitchell, we got Grooms, John Stallworth, it's a nice one, Herbert Scott, Joe Klecko, Steve Foley. I would love to get just like one more Montana. Joe Cribbs, Fred Dean, almost a 49er, but no dice. All right, so not too shabby. We have two not bad centering, Walter Paytons, and a off center, left to right, but in otherwise good condition, Walter Payton. All right, two more left.